making us so very proud, our Governor, Gavin Newsom.
Thank you. We are moving forward. Make no mistake. California is moving forward as a state that's larger than 21 state populations combined. We are not a small, isolated state. State larger than 21 populations combined. We tried to play by a higher set of standards and rules with our independent redistricting, and we believe in that. And we are not talking about eliminating that commission. We are talking about emergency measures to respond to what's happening in Texas, and we will nullify what happens in Texas. We will pick up 5 seats with the consent of the people, and that's the difference between the approach we're taking and the approach they're taking. We're doing it on a temporary basis. We're doing it in a fully transparent way, and we're doing it by asking the people of the state of California for their consent and support.
That's Nancy Pelosi. We are incredibly grateful for your incredible work and legacy on behalf of all Americans. Zoe Lofgren, who, when I was 19 years old, I took California's oath of office for the first time.
In unprecedented time, it required an unprecedented approach, an unprecedented leadership to build the kind of consensus that we believe we have. We have till August 22nd. With the leadership behind me, they will get this on the ballot. We're calling for a special election. That'll be the first week of November. It will coincide with many other municipal elections. We will raise an unprecedented amount of attention, and we will garner an unprecedented amount of support because people understand what's at stake. This is a serious moment in American history. And so we are here to meet this moment. And it's not limited to Texas and Indiana. You've seen what's happening in Florida. You've seen what's happening in Ohio and other states. So we have got to step up. Our state of mind is about accountability, responsibility. Again, taking this moment seriously. What is our relationship to this moment? And we recognize we have agency. We're not bystanders. That we can shape the future. Decisions, not conditions. And so we choose to be held to a higher level of accountability. It wasn't our decision to be here. It's reaction to. We are trying to defend democracy as opposed to see it destroyed district by district. And we will stand firm and we will stand tall. And perhaps the expression today is the expression of unity. That's what we're trying to communicate.
Well, thank you very much, Mike. You know, the California Democratic Delegation. Now, the Democrats in California are happy with all our districts just as they are. But when we saw that Texas was going to create the most segregated map in Texas since the 60s to eliminate all of the minority districts that they could so that they could create 5 Republican districts, we said, could we create a map that eliminated 5 Republican districts, but that was true to the Voting Rights Act? And we found that we could. And so as we went through the details of the possibilities, I'm happy to report that every single member of the California delegation is willing to support a plan to do that. We cannot stand here. We cannot stand here and just shrug as Trump and the Republicans try and rig the rules so they can avoid responsibility for the damage that they have done to this country.
Because they have bankruptcy of ideas. They have no winning ideas to present to the American people, and they cannot defend their actions legitimately. So they're trying to do it and rig it illegitimately. I want to thank our governor for his leadership, his persistence in protecting and defending our Constitution and our democracy. Thank you, Governor Newsom. It's an honor to be here with the Speaker of the Assembly and the President Pro Tem of the Senate of our legislature and hear their clear message about what this means to California, but more importantly, to our country. And I join them in welcoming the courageous members of the Texas delegation who are here. We thank you not only for your courage, but for your patriotism. For your patriotism. I've said to you before, at the beginning of our country, Thomas Paine said, "The times have found us." times found them to form a new country, to write a constitution, and the rest, thank God they made it amendable. And now the times found Lincoln, then found Lincoln to save that country, the unity of that country. And now the times have found all of us, and especially our Texas delegation, to save our Constitution. I'm from Maryland originally, and I'm very proud that the national anthem was written there. And my favorite line in the anthem is, "Proof through the night that our flag was still there." We have a responsibility to prove through the night of this Trump administration, the darkness of it all, that our flag is still there with liberty and justice for all. And that is what I'm so proud of the leadership of all of our California delegation in Congress, but also our state legislature as well. Zoe Lofgren has led the way as the leader of our House Democrats from California in the unity that she mentioned about our delegation. And this is something that we're unified on to honor our oath of office to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. The president has paved over the Rose Garden. He's paved over freedom of speech. He's paved over freedom of education. The list goes on and on. Independent judiciary, rule of law, pave it over, but we will not let, he's gone too far, and we will not let him pave over free and fair elections in our country, starting with what he's trying to do in Texas, countering that. So this isn't two wrongs, or as was mentioned, it's not a wrong in what we're doing. This is self-defense for our democracy. They have hit out at our democracy, and we are here to defend it.
Good afternoon. Governor, we are running from nothing. We are running to the front lines. We are running to the front lines to stand with other Democrats across the state of Texas, across the state of California, across this nation, to ensure that each and every individual has the opportunity to pick, to decide that government is for the people, by the people, and not the politicians selecting them. And so we are here because we do know that courage is contagious. And we are here to give hope to others to stand up and be courageous in this moment. This is not just about Texas. This is about ensuring that the voters get to determine the outcome of their next election. We are now facing threats. The threat that we're going to lose our jobs, the threat of financial ruin, the threat that we be hunted down as our colleagues sit on their hands and remain silent as we all get personal threats to our lives.